In this video, we're going to look at setting up the AUDIOGRAM 3 and AUDIOGRAM 6 interfaces on your computer using Cubase AI. AUDIOGRAM is compatible with Windows Vista and Windows XP. On the Mac, you'll need a computer with OS X 10.3.3 or higher. If you're installing the included software, Cubase AI, the PC system requirements are Windows Vista and Windows XP, and on the Mac, OS X 10.4 or higher. If you've already plugged in your AUDIOGRAM interface to the computer, you may have noticed that no driver is required. The AUDIOGRAM system uses the generic drivers included in your computer's operating system. We'll be installing an additional driver that gives us higher levels of performance and offers lower latency. So let's install the generic operating system driver now. Connect the AUDIOGRAM interface to your computer using the supplied USB cable. The power indicator will light to indicate that power is being supplied to the AUDIOGRAM interface. On the Mac, you won't see anything pop up notifying you that the AUDIOGRAM interface is installed. You should, however, wait a minute or two for the operating system to finalize the installation. On Windows XP, you'll see a Found New Hardware notification in the taskbar. Once this dialog box is displayed, choose No, Not This Time, then click Next. You'll notice that Windows is installing the first of two installs, USB Composite Device. Allow Windows to install the driver itself by choosing Install the software automatically and then click Next. Once it's done, click Finish. Now Windows needs to install the second part of the install, the USB audio device. When it's done, click Finish. When Windows is done configuring the AUDIOGRAM interface, you will see under the Found New Hardware notification that your new hardware is installed and ready to use. On Vista, it's almost a combination between the Mac and XP. There's nothing to press like on the Mac, but Vista gives you notifications in the taskbar of its progress. When you see Your devices are ready to use, the generic driver for the AUDIOGRAM interface is installed. Now that our operating system has installed the generic driver, we'll want to install the up-to-date Yamaha USB audio driver. Navigate to www.yamahasynth.com using your favorite web browser. Click on Download and choose the AUDIOGRAM interface that you have from the All Products menu. Click on the USB audio driver and choose the operating system that you have on your computer. Save the file to a location on your computer such as the desktop so that you can easily find it later. Once it's downloaded, unzip the file. On the Mac, double-click on Yamaha USB Audio Drive.pkg. Then click Continue. Click Continue again, and then a third time. Now click Install. If you have a password on your computer, you'll be prompted for it now. You must restart your computer after this installation, so click Continue Installation. After it's installed, click Restart. The Yamaha USB audio driver is now installed. Make sure the AUDIOGRAM interface is plugged into your computer via the supplied USB cable. If you don't have the AUDIOGRAM interface plugged in, you will receive an error. On Windows XP, double-click on Setup.exe. Click Next, and then Next again. Now click Install. When this dialog is displayed, click on Continue Anyway. After it's installed, click Finish. The Yamaha USB audio driver is now installed. Make sure the AUDIOGRAM interface is plugged into your computer via the supplied USB cable. If you don't have the AUDIOGRAM interface plugged in, you will receive an error. On Vista, right-click on Setup.exe and select Run as Administrator. Doing this will avoid certain Vista Administrator dialog boxes to appear during the installation. Click Continue. Now click Next and then Next again. Click on Install. The Yamaha USB audio driver is now installed. We've created an excellent tutorial on installing and registering Cubase AI. Please refer to that video to get Cubase AI set up on your computer. You can find that video by going to this URL. After you've installed the latest version of Cubase AI that came with your audiogram interface, you should update it to the latest version. Navigate to www.steinberg.net with your favorite browser and click on Support. Now click on Downloads and select Cubase AI from the pull-down menu. Click one of the links that applies to you and download and install the Cubase AI update. Launch Cubase AI. Choose Device Setup under the Devices menu. Then choose VST Audio System under the Devices column. Select the Yamaha USB AUDIO driver and then choose Switch. Next, click on Yamaha USB AUDIO just underneath VST Audio System. Make sure that all the ins and outs of the audiogram interface are visible by placing an X here. This name is the name that the computer gives to the audiogram interface driver, USB audio codec. This other name can be changed to something more specific, like audiogram in left or audiogram out right. On the Mac, launch Cubase AI. Choose Device Setup under the Devices menu. Select the Yamaha USB driver and then choose Switch. Next, click on Yamaha USB just beneath VST Audio System. Make sure that all the ins and outs of the audiogram interface are visible by placing an X here. If for some reason you only see outs here, click on Control Panel and check the inputs. Then click Close. This name is the name that the computer gives to the audiogram interface driver. This other name can be changed to something more specific, like audiogram in left, audiogram out right. Click OK to exit the Device Setup window. Now choose VST Connections from the Devices menu. Under the Inputs tab, make sure the device port that you saw in the Device Setup window is selected here. Do the same for the Outputs tab. Close the VST Connections window and create a new project. Add an audio track and select Stereo In and Stereo Out. You're now ready to begin recording and playing back in Cubase AI using the audiogram interface.